And welcome back, everyone. If you are new, just a plain old welcome. But today's video, again, this is a part of the Sweet 16, that the whole set I'm going to be selling on eBay eventually. This is the 1968 Silhouette, and this one I believe I got at a flea market. I don't recall. It looks in bad shape, but it's not that bad. The glass, as you can see, it's really bad. It looks like I don't know what's got on there, and the engine's a little worse for wear. It's worn out, and it's missing one wheel. So, and the paint's chipped and really not that great a condition. But you'll notice the base is like perfect. It's great. Couldn't ask for a better base. So we're going to go ahead and chuck it up into our watch case vise and do what we always do. We're going to start out with the center punch, get those holes started, and then we will drill it out. Now this one is kind of different. And you'll see here, as soon as I center punch this thing, one of the posts, it just kind of caves in. It's kind of neat. I don't know why this happened, but you'll see it right here. So here's the center punch. We go ahead and punch it. And boom. Now look at that. So I didn't even have to drill it. It was kind of already did its own thing. I don't know why. And I checked 100 times. This is definitely an original casting. I thought, well, maybe it's a repop, but look at that nice little cobweb in there. Definitely wasn't a repop, but I don't know why. The back one didn't really do that. I kind of had to ground it off. I didn't show it on camera. I had to get those cobwebs out of there, or that spider's web, whatever it is. But I'm tapping it here with my screwdriver because it almost felt plastic. And I know the repops were plastic. It's definitely not plastic, but it's not. It didn't feel the same. But I continued to tap and tap and tap, and I almost went as far as to bite it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just strip all the paint, and now we've got to address this glass. I mean, it is really bad. The interior is perfect. It's the glass, and I have not had one this bad, and the end result is actually pretty amazing. So we'll go ahead and work on this. Some kind of coating on it, or it's just badly dented, or a combination of both. I don't know. It looks almost melted. The inside is perfectly okay. I'm going to try to polish this to see if I can get anything to come back. It may just have to be just kind of cruddy. I don't know yet. We're going to polish it and find out. I'm going to try some Plastex just to see how that works. And I've got too much on there, so it's going to splatter all over the place. Just using a soft pad. Turn it down a little bit more. Definitely looks better. You can see it's still kind of dented up. I might try to sand it down a little bit. I'm not going to order a new one. I'm going to keep this one. Actually try a real fine sanding. That's too fine. Too coarse. You can see where I'm sanding, and there are definitely some dents. Yeah, there's some kind of film on there, but I will sand this down and then we'll polish it, and it should look a lot better. It's not going to look 100%. Still two small dents in there. I don't think I'm going to get those all the way out, but we will keep on trying. That was a lot of work for one little windshield. This is Future Shine. I believe it's called something else now. And you can see we got the glass pretty good shape, but this Future Shine, it basically is going to put a clear coat on it. We just dip it in there, and we kind of shake it, get all the big droplets off, and we let it dry. And you'll see this thing, I'm really impressed with how this came out. It looks really good. Of course, it looks really good right here because it is wet, but it's not a whole lot different in the end. So I was really pleased with that. Now I went ahead and did some light buffing on the body with the wire wheel brush. It's a very soft wire wheel brush. It's almost plastic-like. We'll apply some Mother's polish, and we will go ahead and polish with our little buffing wheels. I must have been polishing another vehicle because there's some green on this buffing wheel. I usually like to use a new one each time, but they are kind of expensive, so if I can get by with 2 or 3 cars for one, you can see how dirty it is there. I like to do that just because I think they're, I don't know, $5 for maybe a pack of 15, which is not bad, but kind of expensive. And it cleaned up real nice. I mean, it wasn't bad to begin with. You'll notice we haven't done anything to the base. And that's because we're not going to do anything to the base. It's perfect. And the matching of the paint is phenomenal. Now here, I just straightened out the axles, but I'm not replacing the wheels. I'm only replacing the one that's missing. So you can see I've got a whole stash of Redlines and various other wheels, and I'm trying to find one that's in about the same condition and the same type of front wheel so it doesn't look off. There's no reason to replace these. It's only missing the one, and luckily I found one that kind of fit the bill. I have some new ones, but I didn't want to put new ones on. There's no reason. I have a lot of new ones and a lot of old ones, so this worked out just fine. You can see I'm going through my old stash here, and I found a perfect candidate. And I'm using that little, it's a little tool that you can buy from the Redline shop, and they also have them on Amazon, and I will link that in the description as well, assuming that I find one. They did have them at one time, but I need to update those links. There, I've actually found a perfect pair, I believe. As you can see, that new old front wheel is almost a perfect match. Has the same patina. Came out perfect. I'm glad I kept those. You should always keep your old Redline wheels. You never know when you're going to use them, especially if they're in good shape like that. Now we're going to put the glass back on the interior if I ever figure out how to do it. But it looks great. I mean, you can see here, look at that. I mean, it's like night and day. Completely amazing. Now there's little dents in it here and there, but they're barely noticeable. And there's that base. Again, I did not paint the base. There was no reason to. Left it alone. Go ahead and put our engine assembly back in. Now I did also touch this up. I did not capture that footage for one reason or another. I may have captured it and lost it. This was from a year ago, so we'll go ahead and slap it back together. Look at that. Look at the matching. I know I keep on saying that, but it matched perfect. Usually the shades are a little bit different, but it's really close. Go ahead and put our screws in. And we'll also make sure that it actually rolls. And if you've been watching a few of the other videos, you'll notice I'm missing some of these details. I should have painted this tail light before I put the whole thing together. And after I put it together, I realized, oh, I forgot to paint those. It's not doing this for 2 years has really just knocked me off my game. But luckily I remembered it. And there it is. And it's glory. I think it turned out great. Wasn't bad to begin with, but we replaced the wheel and got the paint looking nice and fresh, and it matches the base, and especially that windshield, that was the most important thing. So that will do it for this one. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post those below. If you see any of the tools that you would like to purchase for yourself, check out the Amazon links below the video in the description. And as always, thanks for watching.